Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
What's good, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Live Wire Sports Media. So, Caitlin Clark had another speaking engagement, which led to some pretty astounding information. And I want to share with y'all because she was in DC for the Cardiovascular Research Technology, the CRT, in which she was the only athlete to speak at this event. She was there with other speakers. Boris Johnson, former Prime Minister of the UK, Garth Martar, Chairman and CEO of Medicare, whatever that is. Anita Jose Herring, Chief Justice of Superior Court of the District of Columbia. So that's pretty good. The audience was filled with a bunch of doctors and everything like that. You can see it was a pretty astounding crowd where she was sitting there speaking and everything like that. But the main thing about this was they was talking about basketball, women's basketball, where it is at today, the WNBA, they asked her questions on how she prepare, strategize for a game and everything like that. But I want to play this very important clip because this clip is directly towards the CBA. And she laid out some pretty good information that I think that the athletes in the W need to pick up on, because the fact of the matter is, I said it before and I said it again, Nika Umake, she needs to have Caitlin Clark at the seat of the table. Caitlin Clark is the only one who could probably get the deal done the right way, or somewhat of in a way that they can't do it, because they've been trying for so long. And we already know that without Caitlin Clark, this league was not going to move any further. This league has been in a financial slump for years. And the biggest boom that they got was last year because of Caitlin Clark. But she highlighted something very important, and I want to share it with you because when I come back, I'm going to illustrate certain outlines that will help people understand that how important Caitlin Clark is to the WNBA.
I mean, I'm not huge on comparing the WNBA and the NBA. I don't really think that's fair. Obviously, I think where the WNBA is right now is pretty incredible. I think a lot of people, or most people, would not believe it's in the place that it is right now. So I think when people always ask me this question, where I think it'll be in 5 years, is it's hard for me to answer because people didn't even think we'd be right here, right now. And I think really sky's the limit. I think when you see, our TV numbers when we're on, national television, we're averaging over 1 million viewers or whatever it is. The All-Star game, I think, was over 4 million viewers. It's just really great numbers. So the more opportunities we're given, I think the more it's going to shine and get better and better. I think also the talent level in college is continuing to get a lot better, and as those players come into the league, and it's going to continue to improve. We're adding 2 new teams next year, and then probably another team year after that.
Some more games.
Yeah, more games, which I think will be good. It will lengthen the season a little bit more.
Now, you listen to what she said. She said that it's unfair to compare the WNBA to the NBA. She didn't say it in so much words, guys. She was talking about salary. You cannot compare the WNBA salary to the NBA salary. It's two totally different things. The NBA been around for eons. And this is where the women of the WNBA fail to realize. They just start to get into that trajectory of trying to make money or earning more money. Because we just seen Diana Taurasi retire for been in the league 20 years. One of the biggest stars that they had in the league, Maya Moore was in the league. Candace Parker was in the league. We could go further with Lisa Leslie, Rebecca Lobo, Teresa Weatherspoon, Cheryl Snoop Swoops, and they have not been able to carry this league the way it was supposed to be until Caitlin Clark. Over 30 years, and you just now really trying to get it to where it's supposed to be, and you still ain't there because you still owe the NBA money. A content creator highlighted something yesterday on his live. I'm not going to disperse his name and anything, but it was very good information, and it's something that I have been saying in a lot of my videos. When the CBA first was talked about, I highlighted. People was talking about striking, lockout. You don't understand that. And they saying, well, the players have leverage. What leverage do they have? Because there's only about 6 teams that's not owned by owners of the NBA. And you think about this. These owners, if these owners was to back away from the teams that they own, the WNBA could not stand on its own. It cannot stand on its own. The fact of the matter is that the WNBA needs the NBA, and they have to continue to produce the product to make it where they could break even. The WNBA is never going to be able to hold itself separate from the NBA. It's just never going to happen. You got too much political, too much social justice, too much egos, too much greed, too much me for this league to even stand up. It's going to take somebody like Caitlin Clark, probably a Paige, probably a Juju, probably a Laura Betts, somebody that's kind of could help and not be in so much of a flux. Caitlin Clark needs to be at this table, man. She is too smart. She is too in tune of what's going on. I said it before. I could see Caitlin Clark when she retires and do whatever she needs to do. I could see her becoming the commissioner of this league. You know why? Because she gets it. She knows, she understands it, and she could put it in a place where the league could thrive safely by tapping into certain resources. They can't do that now. When you got a Kelsey Plum who wants to just sit on the sideline smoking cigars and looking cute, Nneka, she don't know. She playing for a franchise, but she wants to be a board member and a player at the same time, and she don't get it. Yeah, the women do deserve a higher pay raise, but you never gonna get the same kind of pay that, say, a LeBron James or a Victor Wembanyama, Chris Paul, or all of these other guys in the league, or Ant-Man, or Steph Curry. You're not gonna get paid like that. See, these women are so locked in of that. We need equal pay. No, you need to continue to put the product out good, you need to separate all the negativity that comes with it and have good product where people could enjoy. They already was complaining last year about fans, new fans coming to the league. Or you ain't even been here before, we don't need you. That kind of stupidity mentality is what got this league the way it is now. Instead of be welcome of what the rookies brought their own fans. Angel Reese brought her fans. Caitlin Clark brought her fans. Cam Brink brought her fans. Everybody else who had fans brought their fans to the league. Nobody was not paying attention to this. If Caitlin Clark never stepped on the court in the W and she played overseas, guess what all her fans would have been? People like myself and everybody else would have been talking about Caitlin Clark overseas. Now talk about the W. It's hard to watch on Rival as it is right now. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to watch that. But at the end of the day, these women need to sit down and let some people really educate them on how to negotiate. If Caitlin Clark was on the board right now, I guarantee they'd have a deal done already. She understands it. She understands the trajectory. She understands her impact of what it did for the WNBA. She understands what the impact is going to be like when the next class comes, and the class after that, and the class after that, because she sees the talent is continue to grow. But long as you continue to have that kind of negative impact in the league with some of these old guards, the league is never going to prosper the way it is. And you're going to have to filter out some of these older players in the league. And that's the only way this league is going to be able to balance itself out, to have some of these older players finally move on. And that's where Kathleen Ingle-Deadbird needs to understand. She needs to stop focusing on the younger generation of the league now. Yeah, you still got Asia Wilson there, but she doesn't move the needle. She doesn't move the needle. Caitlin Clark moves the needle. Just like when Michael Jordan came into the league, David Stern knew, God bless his soul, because I said this so many times, if David Stern was alive today, the WNBA would not be what we're seeing right now. It would have been, David Stern would have literally had that league focusing on Caitlin Clark. She would have been the power to put this league where it needs to be further than what the impact that she did last year. She gets it. She talked about TV revenue, TV deals, all of this stuff, but it's not enough. Now, she talked about, in another clip, she did talk about also, what it will be like strategizing, how, her mentality is when she approach a game. She said that there's 3 plays they already know how to run already. And she always think about getting her team involved first before she gets her shot off. That's a person that knows what it takes to win. Not coming out, jacking up shots, stat padding shots, trying to take the game over because you feel like you're the biggest star on the team. I mean, Jordan had to get it. Jordan had to carry his team because his team wasn't good. But you see some of these players in college, I ain't gonna call no names, but you know what I'm talking about. They don't got their head blown so big. They want to carry. It's all about doing scoring points, jacking up shots, not getting teammates involved. That Caitlin Clark, that's what she does. She get a team involved because she knows she could get her shot at any given time. Check it out.
What our game is.
Yeah, when you're playing the game, do you strategize first quarter, the second quarter? I mean, what's going to be your role in each of one of them? I mean, it's not just an intake thrown to the. It looks like there is a planning behind it. Is that true?
There's always a game plan. There's always a scouting report. I think as a point guard, which is my position, my first goal when a game starts is to get your teammates involved. You always, you don't want to come out firing right away. Sometimes you do, but I think getting your teammates involved, that's going to make things a lot easier for myself. It's going to open up the court more. It's my role to kind of orchestrate the team on the court and kind of be the coach on the court in a way. You need to be the extension of your coach. So, I would say you strategize, you go through the scouting report, even going into games, like we know the first 3 plays we're going to run. We talk about that in the locker room before the game starts. Like we know.
She gets it, man. This girl is a student of the game. Put some respect on her name, please. You know what I'm saying? Put some respect on her name. Understand what she's talking about. A lot of these women in the WNBA could learn a lot from Caitlin Clark, to be honest with you. It's not about, if I go down to history, it's not about one person. It's about me too. That selfish mentality. How you think you got there? Man, look. Caitlin Clark needs to be in them meetings. You don't need a Dejanay Carrington in those meetings. What? Because all they're going to do is talk about selfishness. Selfishness or what they want. They're not going to talk about what can we get now for later. How can we make the league a little bit better than what it is? Because the owners could sit here and say this. Look, if y'all want to go ahead and sit out, by all means go. But the league is going to continue next season, whether you in it or not. Because guess what, guys? And we have seen in sports, some lockouts happen, some of them get replacement players. There's enough players that's in AU. There's enough players in overseas. There's enough players who didn't get drafted could fill up a roster of 12 easily. And the league could keep going on. Because guess what? If Caitlin Clark doesn't sit out, the league ain't going to be locked out. I can tell you that now. Angel Reese, DJ Carrington, whoever else decided to say, hey, we going to sit out because when the 2026 season comes, if Caitlin Clark does not sit out and she say, I want to play ball, you best believe the league and the owners is going to find a way to get that season started without those players that say, oh, I want to sit out. I'm just telling you. We could sit here and talk about this all day long, but I'm telling you, the league is not going to stop because a few players say we want more money. You'll get a bump in your pay. They're going to give you a percentage of a bump in your pay. It's up to you if you want to take it. Whatever other asking expectations that y'all want, they might accommodate that. But if y'all think y'all going to get paid $1 million on a contract, I don't know what to tell you. Because I don't see it happening. Let me know what you think about Caitlin Clark speaking at this event. One thing I can tell you, when she gets to these events, people tune into it. She's a lightning rod in the bottom, and her light shining bright, man. But WNBA, y'all about to mess up big time if y'all don't put this lady on that board. Like, comment, subscribe. Until the next episode, Live Wire Sports. And I'm out.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live Wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats, you know that we gotta run it back. Whether on the field or the court, you know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.